Hello all, and welcome back to our San Jose Sharks BGM mode. It's the 16th episode, and I'm excited because the season, pretty much this last preseason game's being played tonight. This is going to be recorded on Friday, so Saturday, sorry, so you'll probably get to see it on Sunday or Monday. But the last preseason game is being played tonight for the Sharks. They're currently up 1-0. Not sure how that goes, but how it's going right now. I have this stream up, which I can pull up soon, but not while I'm recording. So, fantasy hockey started for me. That's kind of interesting, but other than that, let's just get right into it. So, last time I made some adjustments as well as I signed some players. I also played one game, so we can check that out. I think McDavid scored as well as someone else. I'm not quite sure. So today we're going to go all the way to the end of the regular season. So we're going to get a lot done in this video. We're going to be playing one game too, so we'll make sure to get that done. So we'll go. We have February, so we'll go to the trade deadline first, then we'll assess our team and decide if we need to blow it up or what we need to do. So. All in all, yes, Shark season coming up around the corner. I want to know what you... Okay, so we offered this Phil Verone guy, who actually we drafted in 2009. I remember that draft, yeah. It was a horrible draft for us. 5th round, high top 9, 79, 26, 25 years old. Luca Hischier, we also offered him a contract. But yeah, Shark season starting soon. I'm really excited about this third line we got. It's Gaudreau, who is an undrafted free agent overager in the OHL for the North Bay Battalion, who he signed in March, and he's looking really good. I think he can make the team opening night. He's been getting crushed by Kessler in this game, though. Kessler's looked really good for the Ducks fans that have been watching this game, but Tierney looks very nice. I'm excited to see him play. I pretty much stated after the 2013 draft, and before he had this huge breakout year, that he was going to be a huge player and may eventually be the captain for us. So we'll see about that. But it looks like we'll just hit okay. It looks like I might be right. So yeah, then Wingles, your usual suspect, got like $3 million $3 million this year for 3 years, 2 years, something like that. So good contract on that part. I'm excited to see how Joe Thornton reacts. It looks like Joe Thornton's going to turn into more of a goal scorer. He's still going to be like one of those guys that puts up 60 assists or something, but he might sacrifice some of those assists for goals. You never know. He's actually not afraid to shoot the puck now, and it might be just to give Doug Wilson the middle finger. So we'll see about that. We'll see how we do. We're probably... My prediction for us is... I don't want to say first-round exit, but I think... first, I want to say that I truly believe that we will make the playoffs, even though a lot of people are calling it as like the unpredictable choice, but I truly believe we're going to make the playoffs. We just go to the dub. Let's see, the Q has... This is the 2017 draft, so this is like the Oliver Wahlstrom draft, right? So I have no idea who is in this draft. Let's see. But Wahlstrom would be property of the QMJHL United States because he committed to Maine. We'll go USA forwards for 6 weeks. Yeah. Yeah, expectations, making the playoffs. It depends on who we face in the first round. If we face the Kings, I think we can overcome them. I'm not going to say that we will because they are a tough team to face in the playoffs because they really amp up their game as well as... Drew Doughty definitely does. He steps it up in the playoffs as well as Jonathan Quick, who actually drafted into my fantasy team. I'll talk about my fantasy team in a little bit. I can actually probably pull them up right now. And I'll show you guys kind of my team. But basically, yeah, those are my expectations. Second round, probably. It all depends on who we face, and I don't think that we should expect to go in the first round, but I think that we could. So I'll kind of talk about my fantasy team now. I got Ryan Getzlaff, Alexander Steen, and Nazem Kadri as my centers. Steen, he's listed as my center. He's listed as center and a left winger. I'm doing a Yahoo league as well, but he's listed as a center and left winger. But I'm not really going to be using him as a left wing, partially because I only have one other center on my roster that is Mike Ribeiro. And then I have James Neal, Rick Nash, and Daniel Sedin. So looks good there. I might put James Neal on my. I don't know what I'm going to do with James Neal. He's good, of course, but I think his production is definitely going to drop in Nashville. And then I also got, on my right wing, I got Blake Wheeler, Ryan Callahan, and Chris Stewart. So I'm looking to beef up my right wing. Might want to make a trade with one of the teams in my division who has Corey Perry, because I do have a decent I guess, not starting roster, a decent bench that you might need to take a look at. And then on D, we got Matt Niskanen, Dan Boyle, Brian Campbell, and Jake Muzzin. So it's an offensive and one defensive type. But usually Brian Campbell and Matt Niskanen are like the two guys you want to draft for fantasy because they always do pretty well. I also got Jonathan Quick and Semyon Varlamov. So my goaltending's pretty well set up. And then I claimed Barkov off waivers. And I signed Matt Molson, I also have Matt Molson, Mike Ribeiro, Andre Shakira, Antoine Roussel, and Jonas Hiller on my bench. So I'm pretty good unless Quick goes down with a season-ending injury. In that case, I still have Varlamov, but I don't know. It's going to be kind of a different experience for me because I've done fantasy hockey for years, but I've always done these like third-party not third-party, but these other websites. I've never really done Yahoo, so this is going to be new to me. But I digress. We should probably check. So right now we are 28, 16, and 7, so we've climbed up there in our division. It's still such a wide open race that I can't say we are in a playoff spot or not. But you know, I don't know yet. So, all right. With that taken care of, we need to take a look at the stats and let's see. I'll probably play a game at the end here. I think I will. So we've played. Let's see. By my math, we have played 61 games. No, 51. No, wait. Yeah, 51 games. All right, 51 games. Johansson has some bad math by me. But Johansson has 45 points, so he's going to lead our team. No data to display at this time. It's off. All right. So then we got, let's see, Reinhardt's still an 85. He's developed his census category. Remember, that was a 4.5 star. It was just puck skills that was 5 star. Needs to develop his defense a little bit, but I think he will, so that's not much of an issue. Couture and O'Reilly. See, our first line is on top of it here. They really are. So look for them to be a dominating force here. So we have 4 players that are not near point per game, but close-ish to point per game. Then it drops off to our top 6 forwards to Hurdle, and then it goes to Yakupov, who really has not. He's probably going to be a second liner for us at this point. Torrey Krug, who's not picked it up, but he has not dropped off as much, and I think he's like he's a plus 20, so he's picked it up recently. Then we got Jason Demers, Mark Syke, Connor McDavid, who's doing okay. He's not 0.5 point per game yet, but he's doing okay. He's gone up 1 overall. Maxime Talbot, who's probably the greatest grinder this franchise has known since what was his name? Odgers, yeah, Odgers. Odgers was a good grinder for us. He's pretty much always bottom 6, I think. Wait, one sec, let me check. Odgers. Yeah, Jeff Odd. Yeah. Oh no, he played in the top 6 once. All right, that's because there was one season where he went. He had good points, but he was our captain for a while. It was like in the 90s. Good times there. So, Mark-Edouard Vlasic, 18 points. Brody with 17. He's also -5. So plus minus doesn't make a huge difference, but you know it's always good to be a good plus player instead of minus. Nicholas Patan, still he's just 82 overall. I don't expect him until he gets better defensively and physically. I don't expect him to do as well as we want him to. Braun has not put a point since I think I got him a goal. No, I got him an assist. Yeah, that's right. All right, so that's the players. Let's see who's leading the team at PIMS. We don't really have anyone that should be leading except the grinders here, and then Ryan Johansson. I guess he doesn't have the greatest discipline, but still not too bad. Ryan O'Reilly somehow 5th on our team for PIMS, even though he only had 2 last year. And that was against San Jose, which is funny enough. And it was kind of a BS call, I will admit. Alright, so we go to goalies. Let's see. Comrie kind of hasn't been much for this season. And then James Reimer. Decent for 0.927. That's actually been more than decent. He's played really well, and he really picked it up because I think it was like 0.916 a couple of games ago. So good for him and good for us, I guess. Carey Price, who has the highest save percentage? Comrie is the lowest of all goalies. Corey Schneider has a .931. Justin Peters, so it looks like Corey Schneider could be winning the Vezina here. Except Antti has only played 13 games. Well, to be fair, Corey Schneider's only played 24. It looks like James Reimer might win the Vezina with the numbers he's putting up. James Reimer, he's played the most goalies out of all the, or most games out of all these guys. Besides Jonathan Quick, he's played the most games, pretty much. It looks like out of every goalie. Yeah, so he's played a lot of games, and he's going to get even more. Shutouts, we're obviously going to be up there. I don't think we're going to be first, but okay, well, we're tied for first. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so now we've checked goalies, so let's go to rookie skaters. Ty Ratty, no, not Ty Ratty, what am I saying? Reinhardt, and then Boucher. Okay, so Boucher's caught up to Reinhardt a bit, so I don't know about this. Reinhardt's the better player in some aspects, but Boucher's better in others, so I don't know about this. Pouliot looking really, really good. Got that great shooting category. Pretty much 94, 84, 84, 88. Very nice. But, yeah, it looks like Reinhardt, unless Boucher completely overtakes him, Reinhardt will take home the Calder. Fingers crossed he does, but so I don't really want to mess up the lines right now. And Connor McDavid is actually up there now. 5th for points, but remember, he is younger than every single guy up here. So, because he's only 20, and pretty much he's the only 20-year-old actually playing right now. And the closest one to him is 21, that's Nick Patan. So, yeah, and the other one is Jared McCann, and he's only got 12 points. So, Magyar's looking good. I talked about him last video, though, so I don't really need to. Okay, so now that we've got that, we can go to rookie goalies. I want to see if there's any goalies in contention for the Vezina. Or, I mean, for the Calder. What am I saying, Vezina? Calder, Picard, he's doing okay. Calvin Picard, kind of believe he's a bust, though. I don't think he is. Is he actually still? No, that's Chet Picard. Never mind. I don't even know what I'm saying. Jack Campbell looks to be developing nicely. He's probably going to step into the NHL as soon as this year. Julio Bilia, 75 overall, but holding his own at least more than Comrie. Because in 5 games, Comrie allowed 17 shots, or 17 goals against. Wow. Pretty brutal there. All right, so I forgot to check the entire NHL completely. Sorry about that. We'll do that now. We're already 13 minutes in, but we're not really close to the trade deadline. But don't worry, once we get to the trade deadline, we won't check the stats again. We won't check the stats again. All right, so Corey Perry, Ryan Getzlaff leading the league in points. Both are. I wouldn't say both are getting up there, but I'd say both are a little bit older than what a Stanley Cup winning team would like to build around. Like, not saying that they didn't build around them or that they aren't good enough to build around, but in this game they're a little bit up there. Phil Kessel, I don't know, the look on his face, it always screams, I want to kill you, or eat you, whatever you expect. But Phil Kessel, not bad. Then Mika Koivu somehow is up here. Evgeny Malkin up there. Sidney Crosby up there. Sidney Crosby up for 93 defensive awareness. No, they should lower his defense and put up his playmaking abilities, because it's 95, 96, 98, 95. It should be a bit higher. Shooting should probably be a bit lower. Skating should definitely be higher. He is a really smooth skater. Offensive awareness should probably be 99. Poise should probably be like 90, 95, 96. It should boost him up there. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins above point per game. All the way down. Do we have anyone even near? Dougie Hamilton's fallen back down to now near point per game. Which is not too bad, but I guess. Jason Spezza could be acquired for a playoff run. I'm not ruling him out at this trade deadline. We'll see if we can acquire him. First, I'll tell you guys kind of what pieces we can give up. Alex Galchenyuk, another one where we could probably give up someone like Patan or someone of high potential that's might not necessarily reach it for him. Not saying we do, but maybe. Marlowe could be brought back for a playoff run. I'm thinking we could just because he has 1 year left on his contract, right? Yeah, he has 1 year left on a pretty much $7 million contract. So he would probably retire. We'd let go this season, but it would be nice to bring him back to San Jose, which is why I'm thinking we probably do to go for that playoff run. But if we don't need him, then we probably won't. We can always sign rid of those one-day contracts, you know. I wish they actually let you do that in this game. Other than that, these are around point per game. I thought that was Jordy Ben for a second. I'm like, yeah, it's Jamie Ben. Definitely Jamie Ben. Who's leading the league in plus minus? Minus 28 is good Branson. Carl Gunnarsson leading the league in plus minus. Alright, not bad. He's 4.5 defense. Claude Giroux. Yeah, Claude Giroux is lower overall than Zach Parise. I have seen it all. Alright. Okay, so now that we've got that down, we can continue simulating. I don't really have much else to talk about in this particular video. I'll probably get a bit more going next video, but I don't know. Because it's pretty late, and let me actually check the game right now. Alright, so it's 1-1 in OT, so might have to get to that later today. But we can simulate up to the trade deadline and see where we're going with that. Okay. Let's see. We've got the stream going right now. Yeah, they just killed off a penalty. So I'm watching a little bit of the game, but you know, it's playoff hockey. I mean, it's preseason hockey. It's still good hockey. I mean, especially when we're down to like the final cuts like this. Oh, and in the comments, leave who you think is going to get cut on Tuesday, or is it Wednesday? I'm not sure, but it's either Tuesday or Wednesday. Leave in a comment who you think is going to get cut. I think personally from the Sharks, it's probably going to be Mike Brown as well as probably Adam Burish. I mean, I don't think they're going to cut Tierney and Gaudreau. I think that would just be a stupid move. I mean, they've earned their shot with the club, as many people have said. So I think it would not be a smart decision to cut them right now. Especially, so we're on a little bit of a win streak. We haven't lost this month, but probably just jinxed it right there. Because I'm kind of the master at that. So yeah, we did. All right. Now expect like a 15-game losing streak or something. But we're gonna rely heavily on Reimer as our starter right now because I don't know. I feel like the Sharks overplay their starter too much now, so I feel like it's kind of realistic to what we do because we do really overplay our starters. So it's what we do in real life. Might as well do it here, right? But that does not include trading for overpaid veterans. And then re-signing them for an even worse price. Not talking about Mike Brown or anything, but I know he was only making $700K, but I feel like he could be. He's a decent hockey player. Like, trust me. Besides his ability to fight, he's a decent hockey player. But he's one of those guys you can pick up in free agency for $500K, and we paid $700K to get him. Then we signed him for I think a year at 1.2 mil, or maybe it was 2 years at 1.2 mil. I don't know. I feel like he's not one of those guys you really extend that too much. I get that he's a good locker room guy, but I don't know. It's something that it's kind of weird to see, right? Except I know someone got extended for 3 years. It was Cliche, right? Or it was McLeod. I think it was Marc-Andre Cliche for the Colorado Avalanche. So good for them. Apparently he was a waiver wire pickup, I think. But apparently he was a good one. So good for them on that. Let's go Russia. I want to scout the forwards for 6 weeks. And we'll actually, go through the trade deadline. We'll see. We won't make any moves if we don't have to, and right now I'm not sure if we do have to make any moves, but we will see kind of everything we need to do. All right, so apparently Anaheim actually did win the game, so that's unfortunate. They must have won an OT at the end of it, so it must have been a good game. Okay, so we can do that. So, okay. Again, it's preseason hockey, so it's not the greatest thing in the world. I don't really care too much, but still, it would be nice to see a win for our guys to boost their mentality and their morale for the team. Okay, so let's look at the realistic options that we could give up for our team right now. So I'm thinking, let's look pretty much in the main roster. So Yakupov has kind of fallen off a bit. I'm thinking I wouldn't trade Yakupov for Marleau just straight up because I think that's just a waste of assets. But I wouldn't be opposed to using someone weaker like Cone in our first round pick for him, because I don't think we're going to be doing too well in the first round. So that would be 2 first round picks for Marleau. So first, let's see Marleau. So we're close to the cap. Yeah, we are $3 million away from the cap. So we're going to have to. Oh, and I've checked the thing, and we are not going to be close to the cap next year at all. So okay, so it looks like Marleau. We could ask them to retain some salary. Don't really want to do that. What could we realistically give up for Marleau? Because I do want him to get him back on this team, and he probably could play third line. Well, and then we could send down someone. So realistically, we give up Cone for Marleau. We'd have to add a little bit too. So let's see. Let's look at our top 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so it would be like one of Nieto or Patan. Nieto, that would kind of leave a hole for us in the future, and I don't really want to give up Nieto, but we could actually probably... Is Nieto a 2-way? No, he's 1-way. And Patan, I'm guessing, is 2-way. Waiver eligible, no, and I think Nieto is yes. Alright, so it'd be... We'd send Patan down to the minors, which would probably screw up his development a bit, but it would give us a huge third line, a huge improvement over our third line, and that would be good. So, we realistically, San Jose would have more than 50 players in the organization. Okay, so Cone is not signed, so we'd have to give up someone signed as well. I don't know. Do we pull the move on this? Nathan Walker, you were good AHLer for us, but can't do it, buddy. Okay, so do we do draft picks and a second? Would that go through? That would go through. That would put us... Oh, wait. Wait, how would that put us not only 3... Wait. That does not make sense. Marleau would only add $1 million in cap? Am I missing something? Oh, there's not that much left. Okay, there's only so much left on his deal. Alright, I get it. Do we make this trade and stack up our team? Yeah, we're going to do it. Alright, so there we go. We got Marleau back. Nice, baby. Alright, so... okay, so what we do... so we go to... Manage rosters. So, okay, I feel like a huge sigh of relief as well as something that could just screw up our team. So, we'll see. We'll definitely see. No, I want Marleau to be down here. I don't even want Marleau to be there. I want Hurdle there. McDavid centering Marleau with Nieto. Yeah, that would be probably good for McDavid. Or, I mean, yeah, McDavid. So we'd have... Oh, my God. Our team is stacked. All right. We'll see. If it turns out that our team does not do well, I'll scratch Marlowe and just go back to what we had before. Special teams, Marlowe's up there. Yep. 4-man power play, penalty kill, and 3-man PK. Alright. Starting lineup. Alright. I think we're ready for the playoffs, boys. I really do. So we'll simulate a few games and see how Marlowe's doing. I don't want to check just yet. And we're going to make him the assistant captain. I don't know who we're going to strip it from, though. So Couture, Hurdle. We're going to unassign Hurdle. And we're going to make it Marlowe. There we go. Alright, so what a huge move for us this trade deadline. So we're going to go up and we're going to see how good we do. If we don't do well, remember, I'm just going to scratch Marlowe. He can be along for the ride. We don't really need to keep him up here if we start doing bad. I don't want to waive him. I mean, obviously not, but I will scratch him and put Patan back in there because they had some decent chemistry right there, Patan and McDavid. So we'll see. Again, Nieto and Marlowe have great chemistry in real life, so maybe it works for us, maybe it doesn't. You know, you never know. But wow, having an 87 overall player in your third line, that's pretty impressive right there. It's a good feat in itself, especially for our team. So let's see, we're 26 minutes into this. Not bad. Not bad at all. We could probably get off with a 40-minute episode, maybe. Yeah, it'll probably be a bit shorter than that, but that's fine. If I need to upload that, I need to upload that, you know. So it's all fun to me to record and upload, so as long as we do well. Well, not as long as we do well, as long as I have a good time. It's kind of what I'm trying to get across. 8-7 OT loss. Oh, man. I bet you there were a lot of power play goals in that one. Alright, Buffalo right here. I don't know, Buffalo's a little bit of a weird team. I feel like the Neuwirth trade might have helped them with their winning more than tanking. I know he hasn't been that great, or better than Halak has been, who I think played one game. But I don't know. I feel like that was a weird move for them to make, you know. Or was it Halak? It was some trio of goalies they traded. It was... Yes, and then it was Halak to Washington for Neuwirth. Yeah, okay. That's what it was. Yeah, they got that deal done quick. They really did. I think he was there for like 1 or 2 days. I think he dressed for one game, but he didn't even play. And that goes... It's almost as short of a legacy as Sam Gagner as a Lightning. I love that tribute video. If you can't just look up Sam Gagner Lightning tribute video. It's hilarious. At least I thought it was. So maybe my sense of humor is bad. I don't know. Alright. So we got away with that Marlowe trade. I feel like if we win a lot, then I feel like that was a good trade for us. If we don't, I still feel like letting Marlowe retire in our colors is a good move on our part. So, you know, I don't know. That was so weird how it only added like 1 million in cap. I just feel like that was weird. You know, we were getting them so much more, but maybe that's a game glitch. Maybe I just misread it or something. I don't know. I don't know. One thing I don't like about the new layout is it's so hard to navigate your team and your roster. I feel like if it was just the instead of hitting O to go to exit out of the game, you could hit O and you could see up like the trade negotiations and all that. Whoa, and all those weird menus. So we have a 4-game losing streak here. They are 1-goal games except the first 2, so not too worried there. So we're gonna go up and we're in the last game of the season is against LA. Oh boy. I feel like we had our last games against the season against LA like twice now. Maybe the scheduling doesn't change, maybe it does. You know, I really don't know how the scheduling always works in these games. Alright. Did I hit O there? I feel like I didn't. I don't know why it stopped there. But whatever. Just got to keep moving along here. Yeah, okay, so we're at 30 minutes now, and we're pretty much going to go over the stats and kind of wrap everything up, and then I'll play the game. And hopefully we get a win. If we don't, I don't think it's a huge issue. I mean, obviously, I've done pretty well, so it's not a big issue for us currently. Okay, I simmed through that game, but okay. So I think we've played 3 games this season. That's pretty good for us. Definitely good for us. All right. Let's check the stats first. Let's check our stats. And our leading player is Marlowe with 71 points. So it looks like most of our players kind of trailed off towards the end. I expected that to happen with the scoring being so evenly spread out between our lines, but still we had Marlowe with 71 points, Johansson with 70, O'Reilly with 68, Reinhardt with 66, Couture with 65. He's pretty much a 65-point player. Yakupov with 56, Hurdle with 53. I feel like he's probably going to top out there. He is a 32-goal scorer, so good for him. Pretty much tied on our team with Johansson for the top honors. Krug, 50-point defenseman, great. Got him to boost our offense. He's the best offensive defenseman we have. Jason Demers, 47, who actually drew like 3 penalties this game, so that was kind of cool. He did also take 3 penalties, so not sure how that works. Our secondary scoring disappeared after Hurdle's 53. We're pretty much a top 6, bottom 6 team, I feel like. So then it went to Talbot with 31, Brody with 29, Vlasic with 29, Syke with 27, Nieto with 25, McDavid with 25. Not bad for him. Jordan Knoll with 17, Patan with 15 in only 63 games, though, so he probably would have had closer to 20, or McDavid's numbers. Clifford with 15, Braun with 7. So Braun kind of picked it up toward the end. He got 2 more goals and an assist. Alright, so now that we've done that, we can do the goalies. We don't really need to check Comrie. 0.922 save percentage. It says 0.921, but there might be like 0.9218 or 0.9219. Makes sense on that end. All right, so we got that. So now we can check the entire NHL. All right, so we're gonna check forwards first. Phil Kessel 105 points, so he really picked up at the end. Corey Perry, wow, I don't know how that happened. Because everyone kind of topped off there except them. Weird. Alright, so Malkin, Crosby both had 95 points and 97 points, not respectively. 97 and 95 respectively. So Malkin's only listed as elite potential though, so that's a little bit concerning. I don't know why he's not franchised, but everyone else, yeah, good season all around pretty much from all these guys. Eberle's a high elite now. I thought he was just high top 6, but apparently he's high elite, and he's got 81 points in 81 games, so good for the man. Alright, so pretty much what we expected. Defenseman who's winning the Norris this year, and it is Dougie Hamilton, who really tailed off at the end there, but now has 72 points in 81 games. Good season from him. Morgan Riley is 89 overall. Wow, he really develops well in this game. Okay, so Erik Karlsson did pick it up. I thought he was not going to, but he did pick it. He's still way lower than his actual numbers, but it's what the game thinks he deserves, I guess. Jacob Trouba is 90 overall at low elite. I believe he was low franchise when the game started, so we must have dropped a little bit there. Or maybe it's just potential levels off. I don't know. Nick Leddy, who just got traded today from the Chicago's to the Islanders, and I actually called that trade out on Twitter. Or no, it was Twitter. It was some hockey boards. I called that trade out. It was for Vili Paka, so go me about that. I don't think he's an 88 in this game, but that's what they think he is. So, or in real life, I think he's like an 83 or an 84, just a top 4, low-end top 4 defenseman. I did want the Sharks to grab him up, but I'm not devastated that we didn't. Mike Green got traded to Montreal. Very nice. Nice for him, making the people of Montreal happy. All right, so goalies, got to see, and then I got to see who's winning the Calder. I got to see who duked it out and who won. So the best. Wait. Comrie played again. Yeah, he did, because it went up to a .85, so not bad. Eskalainen played in 6 games. Did really well, but only 6 games. Reimer's up there with .921, but he played the most games out of any of these guys by 20 games, so that says a lot about him. Goals against, I think Quick's going to take it home, though. I definitely think Quick is going to take home the Vezina. Yeah. Yeah, he is. Alright, good for him. Not opposed to that at all. I think he deserves it in this game. So, and Sam Reinhart will win the Calder Trophy over Reed Boucher, and if anything else, the plus minus also kind of plays into that a bit. And Connor McDavid did tail off a bit towards the end, I guess, compared to these other guys, but like Namestnikov. Sticknov? Stinikov? I don't know. I can't pronounce it. Richard Raquel. Very nice from him. Fighting for a spot on Anaheim's main roster this year, I believe. So I don't know why he's not higher up potential or player-wise or rating-wise in this game. Rookie goalies. No one did as insane about except this Eskalainen guy. Oh, not Jack Campbell. 2015 second round. Good pick for them, I guess. Because he's ready to go. He's 22 already, though. Alright, so now that we got that wrapped up, we can pretty much get into the game. So, yeah, let's get right into it. We're in the playoffs. Let's go Sharks.